Okay guys, massive updates have just been dropped by Battlefield themselves on Twitter around the brand new update that's coming out tomorrow, which contains loads of new bug fixes for Battlefield 2042. Those include, of course, the weapon hit registration, which has now been essentially fixed, loads of changes to Battlefield Hazard Zone and also Battlefield Portal as well, alongside loads of UI changes within the menus also. Guys, a lot to talk about today. Strap in, let's do this. Now, hey guys, and welcome. There's a lot of things that are coming in the update tomorrow for Battlefield 2042, and I think we'll be here all day if we spoke about every one of them. So we're just going to go into detail on some of the main ones that I found in the article, and then I'll leave the rest of the article linked in the description down below, so you guys can go and check it out for yourself and have a read through everything if you really want to. As you can see on screen, there are a lot of things that have been updated or that are due to be updated within this fix. It would take us all day to go through all of them, so again, we're going to go through the main ones in this video. So starting off with a couple of the UI changes that are being made. Now, multiple UI changes to the menus will be made when customizing weapons within the Plus system and loadouts to make the experience feel a bit smoother. This of course means less button clicking to get to where you need to go, which all round is a great change as it is very unnecessarily long-winded. When I'm trying to amend the Plus system or create a new loadout, I've got to press different buttons here and there to get from one place to another, and it's really unnecessary, so I'm glad they've made these changes. It will make things a lot easier as well. UI elements during gameplay have also received enhancements. Things like world icons and flags, objectives, etc. will now scale with distance, basically meaning the further away on the map you are from that particular objective, the smaller the icon will show on the map, and of course as gradually you get closer and closer, the bigger that icon will appear. DICE have also added identify friend or foe marker improvements and indicators for nearby players who you can revive or need to be revived. And finally, to finish covering any of the UI changes as well, there are now smoother transitions between the three game modes in Battlefield 2042 to make it feel a little bit more seamless going from one to another. There are a lot of issues that have been addressed within this update. Changes to soldiers, which include the random times where you can't sprint, crouch, prone, etc., or issues where you're down and are unable to be revived, resulting in, of course, you needing to leave the game. Multiple vehicle changes have also been made during the update, which include things like helicopter weapon balancing as well, which means you've got to be more accurate when attempting to get a kill with a helicopter or an air vehicle as well, and issues where the MD-40 Nightbird's rockets appear frozen on the ground. You'll be happy to know that's been fixed now. Within this update, there's also a lot of different weapon balancing changes, which again, I'll go into detail and detail a few of them, but there are a lot to go through, so again, go into the article in the description down below if you want to read through all of them, but these are the main ones that I picked up on. I fixed some issues that prevented visual hits from registering when firing on an enemy target. Note, further improvements are still being investigated. So again, that's in regards to the hit detection issues that we've had in the past, like since the launch of the game, to be fair. So again, they've made a lot of improvements for that, and I did jump on the other day and give this a go and try it out, and I've got to say it has 100% improved, but yeah, there's still a lot of problems with it. So again, they are still investigating it, and hopefully that is fixed fairly soon as well. Fixed issues with the 8x scope having a faster ADS time than the others as well. Fixed an issue where the M44 revolver was chambering an extra bullet. It will now correctly reload 5 bullets instead of 6. Fixed an issue where a soldier is unable to shoot after getting hacked whilst in a vehicle as well. Reduced the switch back to weapon delay after throwing a grenade. Fixed an exploit that allowed you to have unlimited ammo and rapid fire grenades from the 40mm underbarrel attachment. May I wish I knew about that at the time. The 40mm AP projectiles no longer incorrectly shows a proxy indicator. Ammunition can now be supplied to the 40mm underbarrel attachment, and the different ammunition types as well. Adjusted the reticle position and brightness of the PKA and Cobra, making these optics easier to use. Again, also a couple of other changes to different game modes as well. So the first one is Battlefield Portal, has had quite a lot of changes to the mode also. Again, we're not going to go into detail of all of them because we'll be here all day, but I'll detail a couple of the main ones. You can now report servers for spam and just generally not being very good in Battlefield Portal, which is again a really good sign. Simplify the UI when creating new servers and game modes. Added different loading music depending on the map which loads. Of course, if it's a classic Battlefield 3 map, that's obviously the loading music we're going to get. 1942, Bad Company 2, you get the picture. Pretty cool implementation there as well. Server admins can now write periodic messages in-game, and of course, the teams fixed an issue where bullet spread would be too high when trying to fire while zoomed in after sprinting for some portal weapons. Again, a really positive change for that too. Going on to some things for Hazard Zone as well, there's a large amount of changes for Hazard Zone also. Again, I've detailed a couple of them. The majority of them will be in the link in the description, so go check that out. But in very high level, made improvements to visual representation of dark market credits, modified the squad and player screen to remove enemy squad names, modified the scoreboard to no longer show connected enemy players, added additional flares to extraction zones, offering players better visibility of extraction areas, and also as well as providing additional cover, added new spawn locations for initial data capsules, increased the amount of data drives initial data capsules can contain, made improvements to the data drive scanner accuracy and enemy identification, resolved an issue where two teams could extract simultaneously, resolved warnings to alert players they're being scammed, sometimes not appearing, and made it easier to interact with data drives when trying to pick them up, because again, that was a huge pain, having to be directly in front of them in order to stand a chance to pick them up. So again, guys, as I mentioned, and I've kept mentioning throughout this video, there's a lot of updates in this, and I can't mention all of them because this video will probably be about 35 minutes long. So go and check it out if you want to see what else is there. These are all the main ones I've picked up going through the list of them anyway. But yeah, guys, that is everything for this video. I hope that it has been informative, and I hope you have learned something new. And yeah, a lot of positive changes coming again, obviously with the bloom and the weapon hit registration and the things along those lines. Hopefully gunplay will be better, vehicles will be toned down a bit as well because they're a bit overpowered, and different things within Portal and things along those lines, making it seamless to go between each game mode and of course play Hazard Zone and Portal as they should be played. It would be really, really good to yeah, actually have a fully working game. But guys, I hope this video has been helpful to you. If it has, drop a like and subscribe if you are brand new, it'd be much appreciated. And of course, we'll see you all in the next one.